these tires were done. They were done. Mamma mia.
Moving on to what happened with Kimi Räikkönen, I mean, obviously that's something you can never plan for. And if you guys missed it, Kimi Räikkönen was running P4 and then came into pit, and that was a strategy too. Is Ferrari could have used Kimi Räikkönen to sort of help out Sebastian Vettel. Kimi was making his second stop, I believe, and 3 wheels got on, so he was changing to the super soft tire. 3 wheels got on, but the left rear never came off, so the left rear still had the old tire on. Green lights went on in the automatic pit system. Kimi went, and really unfortunately, his I believe it was the mechanic who was taking the tire off had his left leg or one of his legs that was sort of just right beside that rear tire, and Kimi went, and we actually have the clip here, and just a bit of a warning for anybody that's watching. It's a little bit
a little bit graphic.
Yeah, a little bit graphic. So if you guys aren't really into that, then don't.
Definitely turn away.
Yeah, and I think it was just right at the beginning of the video, actually, because they showed the really good camera.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there it is.
It wasn't good at all. And, you know, it happened so fast when we were watching it in real time that you knew he got hit, but you weren't really sure what happened. And I was sort of questioning, well, you know, why aren't they showing that angle of the replay? And that was obviously the reason why. So the report is that he had a fractured tibula and shin bone as well. So, you know, best wishes to that mechanic. And just a really freak accident.
Yeah, hopefully a quick recovery too. That's.
I don't know, man.
I mean, yeah, it looks bad, man.
Yeah, and you had the article pulled up. They were just Ferrari got fined 50,000 euros by the FIA for Kimi's unsafe release, which was expected. People were saying that it was around like 5,000 euros before, but yeah, they bumped that up way up to 50,000 euros. Excuse me. And this was the other interesting thing that I wanted to talk about is there seems to be a lot of pit stop issues this season. Yeah. You know, week 1 with Haas in Australia, both cars retired just because of the cross-threading of the wheel nuts and you know, wheels falling off and having to stop the car. This is even worse. I mean, this is one thing you don't want to happen. So there, you know, it's a bit weird because Haas had sort of the same issue where in the second pit stop, the mechanic knew that the tire wasn't on properly, and he was waving to not let them go, but the automatic pit system said, green light, you're good to go. And you were mentioning what Kimi said in his interview that, you know...
He saw green.
Yeah, saw green, and he's got to go. And he's right, it's not his fault.
It's not his fault. Like, he's doing what he's been trained to do, and what he was trained to do. When he sees a green light, he's good to go, you know? Like, it's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate that happened. But yeah.
And that's all that you have to react to. It's the same with the 5 red lights at the start. I mean, you know, once you go, you're gone, and it shows you how much, you know, torque and power is in a car like that. Because I mean, he wasn't going very fast, but it's just the acceleration to do that is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But I think that there needs to be some sort of review with the automatic pit system. I mean, you know, it's a bit complicated of how it works. You know, there is some human involvement into it as well, where, you know, the people that are involved in the pit wall and then the mechanics itself, they have to check that, okay, all 4 wheels are on, the jacks then can go down and then release the driver. But there's some sort of a malfunction that's there going on, and a lot of people were asking, you know, maybe they should bring back that Lollipop man, how they used to do it, you know, in the old school days and not too recently actually, where they bring the Lollipop and the Lollipop would be there, and if they're not ready to go, they stick it there. Once he's ready to go, they lift it. And then he can go. So I don't know if that's an option as well, but it's sort of, we've been seeing it in the last 2 races.
Yeah, it's definitely something that's going to have to be looked at by F1.
Yeah, I mean, being the pit crew is very dangerous. We've seen guys get hit by tires. We've seen guys get hit by the car itself because they just come in too fast and they overshoot the pit box. Obviously, one of the biggest reasons why they got rid of refueling, because there was obviously the big chance of fire, and there have been fires. But honestly, I wish refueling would be back. It would just make the races more interesting. Yeah. And it's actually, the safety has improved. And if you look at IndyCar and NASCAR that have refueling involved, there haven't been too many incidents recently involved with that. But, you know, the pit stop, that's the whole part of the show, what everybody was saying. You know, it's like you're changing 4 tires in 2.2 seconds. Or
however many seconds.
It's crazy, but it's, I guess, sort of part of the excitement. But in 2 seconds, it's so hard to be able to tell, you know, if everything is good. And everybody on the pit crew itself is doing their own job. So you're focused on getting the jack down. You're focused on, actually hammering in the tires.
Yeah, like look at this picture. Look how many people are surrounding the car.
Yeah.
And that's under 3 seconds, man. It's insane.
Yeah, there's probably about 15 guys for 4 tires. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that's just really, really tough. It sort of made it a mixed day of emotions for Ferrari.